I made this playlist and I was trying to just find a playlist initially of just the character trailers, and I found one that had all of the ones that actually say trailer. And then I was like, but wait, Jocho had two, and so did Fei Xiao. So I knew that that's not right. There's no way that that's correct because I was like, there must be more. And then I was like, found the other one on the Honkai Star Rail channel because they've got a lot of playlists.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, because
Oh
they,
no.
yeah,
Because they separate the like character trailers from the Myriad Celestia trailers and all of the like animated shorts, and
yeah,
it's like, oh yummy.
yeah, I had no idea that was a thing. I don't even know what the EPs are. I don't know if those are also relevant. I don't think I've seen any of
I'm
those.
I'm pretty sure the EPs are basically just music videos for the songs. I think.
Probably. It looks like it.
Yes, yes, because I see Hope is the thing with feathers. So I'm assuming it is
Oh, and Proi
literally just.
Proi, yeah.
I'm assuming it is literally them just going, okay, here is an entire music video. Because
The fact they
unfortunately,
didn't do
Fate.
that for all of Robin's is crazy.
I'm so surprised
They
that
only have two of hers.
only two, especially
It's
considering
just if I
even
could stop one heart from breaking and hope is the thing with feathers. Those are the only two that I'm seeing on here. And these aren't even all
fair.
ones with lyrics. I know the
I
Flapper
can't
Synthum doesn't have lyrics.
remember what song is, but like Robin's most famous one.
Uh,
Breaks My Beat in Cosmos. That's it.
yeah, I think that's the one that she uses in game though, so maybe that's why they didn't do it.
That is very fair, actually. You pull Robin, and you see this trailer, and it's like, oh, that's so cool, and then you pull her, and it's like, I can never escape.
Yeah. Granted, the song is really good, but
It's so good.
have you heard Proi Proi by the way? The new one?
I have not. I have only seen a bunch of memes about it.
It's oh my God, that song is so beautiful. Yeah, you've probably seen the memes of like the Barbara versus Hyacinth thing. Barbara singing versus Hyacinth.
Christine versus Hyacinth. The fact that I believe that the song release slash the update dropped during Pride Month, and so there was a whole bunch of like Pride
Oh yeah.
things.
Well, it's
Um,
because in the fight it's literally a rainbow bridge. So, I
also
can't see
everything
anything
about
I can't see
rainbow.
Hyacinth as anything but a lesbian after that. It's like I don't ship her with anybody, but she just screams lesbian now because of that trailer. I have no idea how long this is gonna take. I really wish it would tell me the length of this playlist, but at least most of them are only like 2 minutes long, except for the Casterus one, which is 7.5.
Jesus, I have no idea if we're gonna be able to do it in one go because I may have gotten distracted earlier because I've been replaying A Hat in Time, and I was like, oh, this is really fun, and then I checked the time and went, huh. So it is 11 p.m.
Oh, it has been so long since I've touched a hat in time, but I have other things I would have to do if I ever wanted to replay it. I probably should do other games first.
That's valid as
I
hell.
also have
But yeah,
not watched the Finon trailers, even though this one I think, yeah, this one was only a couple days ago. I just didn't do it because I was like, wait a minute. Also, I realized I said previously I'd never seen any of them except for Fei Xiao and Jiaoqiu that I, actively sought out. That is wrong. I completely forgot about Sparkle. I have
oh
definitely
my
seen
god,
hers. There is no way
fucking
that
monodrama.
how did I forget that I've seen Monodrama? I've also technically seen Aventurines because I found a TikTok that was Aventurines trailer but with Monodrama over it. Um, but I wouldn't say that counts as me actually watching his trailer because it's not his trailer, it's her sound over
Yeah,
his trailer.
yeah, it is once again her hate criming him. Just existentially, I guess.
Well, but also that was apparently a series they were doing. Aventurine just happened to be like the second one that they did, but they were doing it with other characters too. I think there was another one that showed up on my timeline. I just flipped past it because I'm like, nope, I don't want to spoil myself on any more. I only watched the Aventurine ones because people in the comments were like, I didn't expect it to say whatever line it is, um, right as his photo showed up. I can't remember what it is now. She said something, some sort of remark about gambling, and it just so happened to be right when his like, the illustration comes on. Because all of the trailers do that apparently. I'm sure that the first like 5 or 6 are gonna suck. All of these like
Oh,
up until Japard.
God, it's gonna be like fucking early Genshin trailers. Remember
Yeah,
Kai's how he's just running around,
or the crappy Amber one with like
or the
Shao, come
Amber.
help me out. That one was
Oh my
different, but
agony and pain and suffering.
it was awful. Oh my god.
Okay, listen, the only reason I've been thinking about those early trailers is I watched a video of someone going like every single appearance of the photon of fluctuation leitmotif up until Sumeru, and I was like, ooh, let's see this. And then was immediately bombarded in the first like 20 minutes of just nothing but early Genshin trailers, and I was like, oh, the quality.
Boy, yeah. I think it would also be fun to at some point try to watch all of those, but I think I've watched most of them up until maybe mid Fontaine, so
That's fair. I haven't. I've watched. I mean, I've listened to more of the music than I have like actually
yeah, for
watched them.
sure. Me too. I know I've heard all of the Fontaine music, but I don't think I've watched all of them. I don't think I watched like, especially because I got burnout towards the end. Like I know I haven't watched like the later half of the Fontaine characters like Sigewinne and Clorinde
Yeah.
and Arlecchino.
I
Like,
I don't think I've actually seen Clarence. I don't know why I decided to watch it, but I watched Farina's because my baby, my beloved, my girl.
yeah, I remember watching hers.
Yeah. But the fucking animated the character trailer instead of the demo. Oh, fucked me up. Anyway, but for some reason I remember watching Clarence and I was like, this sure is. I mean, it's good animation.
The
But
animation
then
has
I
been
got
improving so much.
God,
I
I
can't
remember
wait till
when
we get
the
to Jiaocho's. His is so good. And
I
that's not
remember
me
when
being biased. I just think it's incredible. I think I sent it to you that day. I'm not sure.
you might have. But also we'll eventually get there.
Yeah,
We'll get there before a lot of other things.
yeah. I mean, his is more towards the end because he was only released in 2.4. Um, but yeah, you can tell which ones are Hoyo's favorites by how many videos they have. Um, and the 2 year anniversary really doesn't need to be there, but oh well. Also, I don't know why it thinks I've watched the March trailer. I have absolutely not seen it. Although when I went to the Honkai Star Rail page to just try to find playlists, it started auto playing the fucking Finon one, and even when I hit pause and when I hit mute, it was still playing the sound, and I was like, stop, 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 shut up! I'm not trying to play this. It was really wanting me to watch it so bad. It glitched out so
I
bad.
needed you to see it.
Yeah, I muted it and I paused it. It was still trying to play the audio and it wasn't open in another tab or anything. Um, but it was just being insane. Ignore how many tabs I have, by the way. I'm insane.
You know what? That's vaguely fair. I've got a few.
It's all art fight prep. So,
That is so. I'm gonna be so for real. Every time I see people preparing for art fight, the only thing I can do is like mentally salute them because that could not be me.
I I'm trying to make I also think I've decided I might just stream all of my attacks that I do. Um, and that'll help maybe motivate me. I don't expect anybody to attend any of those streams, but you know, uh yeah, these are all just art fight prep, Tumblr for if I have any art to post, and then my spreadsheet that I use for Honkai because whenever I record them, I link them on the sheet.
Jesus, that is so much dedication.
Yeah, I am super
Oh,
organized.
on
I
a
have
much
the same
smaller
exact
scale.
sheet for Genshin as well. That's how I know which ones I've recorded and which ones I need to re-record because the quality is shit on some of them. So,
My God.
you know, uh but yeah, I'm also not really sure. I'm assuming that if I were to play a YouTube video, it would play the audio for you. I'm not sure.
I think it does. I'm
Okay.
hoping it does. Otherwise, we're gonna have to like link up the players together, and my internet isn't the best. So let's see. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the audio.
So let's hope it works. I don't know. I honestly don't voice chat people at all because nobody ever wants to. So I have no idea what it's gonna look like. At least I have it. Like I have it
Yeah,
pulled up.
we'll certainly find out.
Yeah. And I think I got everything in order, but I am not sure. The one I'm not sure about in terms of the order is that the playlist I ripped uh this trailer from because it has Black Swan. I was really confused because I think this one was actually before this one for the Don Hung. So I was really confused because there is no way. Like, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But I guess that might be why people were saying we knew Black Swan before Penacony, and that's why she was like really hyped. I had no idea.
I vaguely remember Star Rail at this point, which, oh god, it was 2 years ago. Anyway, I remember that this video released, and I was like, who the fuck are you? What
Yeah.
the fuck? And then she showed a whole bunch of things, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, because chronologically, it was before the Don Hung and Beider Lune, and it was before Jing Lu, and I think it was also before Topaz. So I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then Black Swan's actual video is all the way down here, and she's got another Myriad Celestia trailer with her as well. So she's technically got
And
two. And
maybe
also,
maybe
that
it's
image
because
is used in Penacony because I have a screenshot of it. It's at the end of
is it
Penacony.
really?
Yeah, it is. It's from when you're at like the tail end of Penacony. Um, that scene shows up, that image shows up, and she's basically telling you something is off about your Penacony experience. I want you to find the thing that is wrong. What doesn't line up? And that's how she points out to your character that something you were always in a dream in Penacony because of this one thing that happens, because one thing doesn't line up. And it was that we met Misha before we ever entered the dream. And she was your that was your way of pointing that out to you of saying, hey, you never left the dream because you are always in it. As soon as you step foot on Penacony, you were in that dream. So, yeah, that was your way of pointing it out. And I knew exactly what she was talking about as soon as she got to it. I was like, oh, it's Misha. Because I remember being really excited. Oh, yeah, it's Misha. Yay, I love Misha. But we hadn't entered the dream when we first saw him. Yeah, we saw him in the corridor when we first entered the dream, but we saw him at the Reverie Hotel before we ever went to the dreamscape. So that illustration shows up when she tells you about this. I'm like, oh my god. So seeing that in the Myriad
God.
Celestia is really weird. Maybe that's also why the quality of that picture also looks kind of crunchy compared to some of the other illustrations that were from that time because like I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look as good quality and maybe it's because it's an older image.
Be surprised because I know, but that also implies that they were planning Penacony like in 1.2, which is whack.
Yeah. Which is yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of things. They make references to the older stuff, you know, pretty frequently. Like I'm realizing redoing now doing this third file, like there were some things that they definitely set up in advance. But also this one being called Fables About the Stars Part 1, and then now we have a Fables About the Stars Part 2. I don't know if this is the one that I was watching with the Lord Ravagers. I think it is. But even if it is, I'll still rewatch it because it was really
It took
cool.
3 fucking years to
Yeah.
get
So we
like
got a
part two.
it's crazy that it says part 1 and we just never had a part 2 until 5 days ago.
Insane.
I wish I was along this journey the whole time instead of just recently joining. I just was avoiding this game for some reason. So I guess let's see if the audio works.
Let's hope.
Let's find out.
I hear it. Everything's fine.
It sounds really loud though.
It
That
is
sounds
very
hella
fucking
loud.
loud.
That was super loud. Holy
I'm
shit.
turning the stream down a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, that was loud. That was really loud. Oh yeah, see the content and development not indicative of the final product.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, this was
I'm sure this is going to be a really ugly trailer. I'm also surprised they didn't give us one for Don Hung 4-star.
that is. I mean, it. I can actually kind of understand
They
that because
also
even
didn't
though
do one for Branya
no, they didn't.
or
I'm kind
Well,
of guessing what they did is they basically just went, here is who we think will be our most popular characters, throws them at the wall. Have fun.
and they didn't give us Welt.
I
I mean,
I'm res- I mean I'm very surprised about that actually
yeah,
because
come
even
on. Like Welt?
but also the fact that like the people who are going to be so insane about him are all the Impact Third fans who like already know who he is.
Yeah, but that's by that logic also Zila. Granted, she's a limited character, so she's a little different, but you know?
Well, used to be.
Well, and Himiko is also a Honkai Impact character too. For the very brief 45 minutes that I played that game, I already have seen Himiko in that game. So I
Yeah,
haven't seen her in model, but she was talking to the main characters I was playing, Kiana, and
yeah, definitely can't be the same one because Impact that Himiko is dead.
no, I know, I'm well aware she's dead, but still, um, but yeah, like a reference to their other Honkai Impact character, they don't put Welt, especially when he has so much content and media about him, not even just Honkai Impact the Third, but also all of the written stuff. Like, ugh. Let's see if the volume's a little bit better. And then we'll see how terrible this March 7th trailer is. I'm not restarting it because I don't want to hear that beep again.
That'll be interesting.
Whoa. I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's
take pictures of
crunchy.
everything.
Why is the quality so crunchy? Oh my god. Did it just say my auto was doing 480?
That was 480p.
It's so crunchy. Poor
Oh
March. I
no.
know, March, I told you I knew that this was going to be ugly, but that's not what I meant. I didn't mean be ugly on purpose.
They had to bit crush her.
Apparently so. Let's take a picture in the worst quality ever. Or a photo, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay. The full screen works for you, right? It doesn't just disappear. Okay.
Yeah, I see it. There we go, much more than before.
Whoa.
I don't feel like my eardrums are ringing.
It's still really loud for me.
Oh god, really?
Yeah, I couldn't even hear you.
Right, I'll turn the stream up a little bit then. What about now then? Is everything
Whoa.
fine?
Well, now I can hear you over her, so.
I'm gonna take
Good,
pictures
there
of
we go.
everything that's new to me. That way I won't forget
Oh,
about it.
why does that sound odd?
Huh? Hey, wait for me!
Okay, but she's so cute.
God, I'm gonna be so for real. March was one of my favorite characters when I
I
first started
miss her
playing.
so bad.
He's gonna love
He's
this.
so dear to me.
I miss her so bad.
Over there.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Oh, girl. This
Okay,
is
this is
also the
not
way
nearly as
we
bad
might.
as I thought. Wait,
The way we might actually be getting like March 7th lore.
that image was literally from the Total Recall quest on the Cienjo.
Came for the snapshot, huh?
The way I thought this was going to be similar to Genshin's combat twitches.
You know how to look good for the camera? Well, here's your chance to learn from the best.
Okay, but there we go. I was about to say, where's the bunnies?
There's the little guys.
You can't not have her bunnies,
Hey, cheese!
Exactly.
girl.
Okay, why? This is actually such a good
So, what do
fucking
you think?
trailer,
I
actually.
know, and for their first one, wait, what?
Hey, focus!
Pom Pom's old design. Hello?
Plum had a fucking turtleneck? My
Did you not
god!
know about
I
this?
didn't know that! It was so cute! Oh,
I vividly remember the fact that, like,
I
Pom
didn't
Pom
know
has
that
two
Pom Pom had an
outfits.
old
One they had
design.
now, and they
They've got a
were
chef
okay.
outfit too. They've got
Yes,
another, yeah, they've got another outfit. I don't like it as much as the original, so I usually keep them on the default, but I didn't know Pom Pom had an old design. That's so cute. Aw.
yes, you see it in like old art of them. Hold on, there's a very specific piece of art. I can't
Oh,
remember if it's in game or not, but yes, I think it might have been pre-release stuff. This is what their outfit that is
unrelated,
not
but
what it is.
also this little pop-up of the beta reminded me. I think it's really interesting. Oh my god! They're so cute! Oh my god, that coat is adorable though.
That was my first like introduction to Pom Pom, and I remember being slightly confused, like, what the fuck?
Oh my god! Their original outfit's so cute. Also, the hat has so much more
I
detail.
I do get why they like toned it down, and also Pompomon
Yeah,
actually has arms now.
yeah, they can't be. They're probably less, but also they could have made him talk. They made them talk with their ears like they do in that first image.
That would have been so cute.
Oh, I love them. They're so adorable. Oh my God. But anyway, what I was thinking was I noticed too with the most recent trailer for 3.4 that Genshin always uses Ether for the pro tag, but I also noticed that they don't default to Caius for the Honkai ones because Stell was the one in it instead. I don't know if all of them are like that because I wasn't caught up on the story and I haven't watched any of the old ones, but I noticed that Stell was the pro tag. And I'm like, "Oh, so they don't make it so the male is automatically the main character in this game," which is really cool because
And of course, I
I
remember
real
the
I
Penacony
definitely saw
trailer.
her. Yeah, I remember Stell being the one in the most recent one. I was like, damn, that's really cool. And of course, they do put both of them on all of the promotional art, but still, I noticed that Stell was the one in the trailer for the game stuff, the scenes. That was really cute.
Yeah,
March's was
it was
definitely really
really
cute.
cute. Much, much, my beloved. Anyway, my second beloved Suval. Please don't be shit. Please
Hey, come
God.
on. What the?
Ooh,
What is up with the effects
ooh.
here?
Oh, that's a very cool effect.
Okay. You go, Queen.
Yeah, that's unique art as well, isn't it? That's
Oh,
a not
yeah.
common one.
She sings? Why didn't we
Yeah,
get
she
that
does.
in
I remember
game?
hearing this. I remember hearing about this like pre-release where people were like, "Oh, I love her."
Why didn't they put this in game? We never
Honestly,
hear
it
her
might
sing
be
in
like a
game.
Mawika. Honestly, it might be like Mawika's trailer, except it's different because she's a fucking rock star.
Yeah, but we never once get to hear her sing in game. And I'm
Yeah,
speaking of
but
which,
also that was cute.
I eventually did the Ninjutsu Sound Hunt trailer. I'm officially caught up on every event. We do go to Belobog and we get her and Pela, and they are like, they just have some stupid bullshit excuse if they can't come. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We could have had them come and like open for Rappa's band. Like, we could have had Serval and Pela be playing, and they just didn't do that.
Okay, something I'm like definitely noticing, or I might be completely wrong because obviously I haven't played the game since 1.3, but from what I've seen, all of the Bellabog characters are like not allowed to go anywhere else.
Well,
Like
but
you're able to find like other characters, like obviously ones from the International Peace Corporation or from the Xianzhou on like Bellabog. You'll find like obviously like some people in Penacony. You'll find random ass people on the Xianzhou and like the Huda space station. But it feels like the Bellabogians are never allowed to actually leave, even though we have
well,
given
but
them
I mean,
warrants
they
to.
gave us the war dance, so all half of Belobog was at the war dance. Clara wasn't, but
That's true.
Svarog
That's true.
was. Um, and like the people who obviously wouldn't be able to get away, like Zila and Branya, who were stuck with work, didn't come. But like we had Lynx and Svarog and Luca. Um, I think there was somebody else. There were a couple other people. I can't for the life of me think of who else came, but yeah, like they did come to the Xianzhou for the war dance, which was cool. I do kind of wish that the war dance had more of Yan Qing in it though, because like they were
It was
hyping.
supposed to be his whole thing.
I mean, kind of, because he and Yoon Lee were supposed to both be a part of it, but Yoon Lee was implied to be too injured for it. Same thing with March. Like, March took all this time to, like, get trained up for the war dance, and she doesn't even participate in the end because of the Hule shit that went down. So she and Yoon Lee were still recovering, but Yenching was not. I guess that does show you how much of a fighter he is, though, that he recovered quickly and they did not. But, like, they
Does it
can't
show
hype
that
up
he's a
Yoon Lee
fighter,
and
or does
her
it
not
show
be
that he
included.
like? Does it show that he healed quickly, or that he is stubborn and will jump into fights?
I mean, he was, I don't know. I mean, he wasn't fighting up until the final match, so maybe he just had enough time to recover, I would guess. But he was also supposed to be the ringmaster from the start, so it makes sense. But I don't know, it's still stupid that Yunli and March 7th didn't get to contribute despite the fact that was the whole plan. So, whatever.
I can't believe how of us hates women.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen Bailu's trailer back way before I started playing the game because I remember seeing her trailer and thinking she was really cute, but I actually don't remember anything about it. So let's see if it's as cute as I remember it being, or if I just really liked her design.
Fingers crossed.
It's hard to stay cool in this dry weather. External heat needs inner cooling. Internal heat needs outer soothing. And if you're still not sure, there's more than one cure. Lady Bartley found it!
Oh yeah, I remember this now. She's so cute.
Oh, that's so
So much.
adorable.
Yeah, I remember this now.
Adorable.
I love her. She's such a brat.
As she deserves to be TH.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I think I remember being really confused and interested when I found out that she was lightning.
Yeah, me
With
too.
with like all of the water imagery.
Yeah.
But then of course in Babita Lune had the exact same thing, and it's like,
Yeah. I guess they
get
gave
it,
her
but
lightning
also, like,
because of her revival.
yeah,
I love her.
that makes sense. She's adorable.
I love her so much. Okay, I do remember that. Let's see if I remember Hua Hua's. Oh, it's not done yet. What? Oh. Oh, I love that idol. It's my favorite thing ever. Let's see if I remember Hua
Aww.
Hua's as much as I thought that I did, because I remember Hua Hua as well. Let's see if I remember it when we get there. It's not going to be for a while, though. Let's see, my boy, my son!
Tiny guy.
It's my little guy!
Hi, Amber May. The way I heard that,
Is
my brain
Oh,
went,
I forgot
know that voice.
the bird!
Stop it.
Does Jing Yuan make an appearance in this trailer? I gotta know.
We've had the whole, this is the element that the character is.
I know Yanqing shows up in Jing Yuan's animated trailer. I've
It's
seen
really cute.
I've seen gifs of it before. God, I love him. That's my boy.
Interestingly enough, oh, okay, I was about to say, interestingly, this seems like lower quality than the others, animation-wise, and then I went, no, never mind.
Oh, I love him. Yeah, the Bailu one felt a lot more, visually
And the
interesting.
March one. I mean,
Yeah.
it also felt that they were allowed to, like, do things. With Yanjing, it feels a lot like they've just taken all of his basic animations and just, like, put them in, like, different places.
Yeah. I feel like the quality... Did the quality go... No, it didn't. Okay. I was about to say, did the quality go down for that? Oh, Himiko. Okay.
Endless possibilities and unknowns among the stars. Our journey is the process of pulling apart the threads of possibility.
Oh, Pom Pom has their current design in that.
Huh.
So sometime between March and Himiko, Pom Pom's design got finalized.
The Express doesn't have a clear destination because every passenger's destination is unique.
Putting her in Belobog when she never goes there is insane.
It's, well, yeah, then she never goes there until fucking Topaz.
Yeah, that's true. I guess she did show up there. I forgot about that.
I didn't because I was like, the only time Himiko turns up.
Yeah.
And that still hasn't been as far as I know, which might be for the best.
No, he was in Cienjo. He came with
No.
March.
I know, I mean
To Belobog, yeah. He hasn't.
As far as I know, yeah. Which,
Yeah.
Like I said, might be a good thing because I think he's gonna see Bronya and Sealer and go, Now we don't have
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
Your trailblazing journey has just begun.
I didn't really care for this trailer. It was really boring, to be honest.
It was really boring, and
It was really boring. There was nothing going on.
watching
I
all
have
of
a
the like
feeling
voice
Japard's is going to be just
actors.
as boring, if not more boring.
Yeah, because unfortunately, you know those early Genshin trailers where it like shows like the element in like a lineup and then it
Yeah,
like shoots down and becomes the vision. That's a
yeah.
similar thing that's happening here, and it's essentially, for me mentally, that is essentially going, oh, this is a trailer where they hadn't actually gotten the budget or the time or like the ability to
It's just
actually
weird
put in
because
good
Bailu's
trailers.
was so visually interesting, and then Himiko's was just not.
March and Bailu's were both really good, and then the past two have been so boring.
They went all out for Bailu and March in particular. Bailu's was so cute though. My favorite right now.
I'm a
Make it a
captain of the
5-star,
Silver
clearly.
Main Guards. To serve the Supreme Guardian is my responsibility and my honor.
Okay, well at least
Okay, so
Bronya
both
shows up
Welt.
here.
Bellabon
Yeah,
is
okay,
this
so clearly both
planet's
Welt
last
and
bastion,
Bonnie turn up.
and the
Yeah, because
Silver
Welt
Main
was in the
Guards
last one.
are Bellabon's
Yeah.
indestructible shield.
Yeah, there we go. This is just fucking. Yeah, there we go. Boring ass intro.
Yeah.
No justice.
Yeah, I figure this one's gonna be really boring. He's also not very interesting in his animations either.
Yeah. Honestly, the only interesting thing about him is the fact that he fights with a guitar case, and it
Yeah,
took
I think
someone
that's
pointing
cool.
that out for me to notice that.
I wanted to like him, I just don't.
Only by
Ooh.
becoming a shield for the people is one worthy of the title Architect.
Okay, but I don't think you are an architect.
Hopes must never be squandered.
I don't recall him being an architect. Serval was, but I don't think
Isn't.
Japard.
Striding off the wall, let yourself fall into it all.
Oh, I
Oh, he was
remember
singing
this.
Serval's
Yeah,
song.
I remember this from the early trailers. He was really embarrassed about the fact that he had Saval's song stuck in his head,
Oh,
and it was
that's
a
so
thing he was
cute.
obsessed with. God, I'm getting so many flashbacks to early Star Rail fandom. It's fucking me up.
Oh man. Okay.
Because I was following the game before it even came out because I was like, space and a train, I'm gonna love this. And
That's
then
kind
it.
of how I was with Genshin, but then I fell off of it at some point, and so I didn't end up starting Genshin until 1.3 because I forgot about it. But I remember seeing like the early beta, like the people posting like the changes between the beta and like how it was going to be released, but it was still pre-released, so it wasn't out yet, and I completely forgot about it until like 1.3, and I was like, "Oh, that's right, this game exists. Let me play it."
I
And
literally
then I got
didn't even
obsessed
know
with
Genshin
Venti.
existed. Yeah, I literally didn't even know Genshin existed until I saw someone playing a bunch of it, and I was like, "God, this seems so cool." And then I was like, "Well, I can't play it on my current laptop because there's not enough goddamn space, so that sucks." And then that Christmas, my sister and I got a PS4 to share, and I was like, "Wait,
I started on
I
mobile.
was able to do it in
I was
1.3."
in hell.
Oh,
I was on mobile.
my phone would have exploded if I tried to do that.
I I don't know how I managed. That's why some of my first recordings of the event sucked for Genshin because they were on my mobile. It was like, how did I ever do that? Because trying to use the phone recording thing while playing Genshin was murdering my phone. It was always really hot. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know how I haven't bricked this phone. I think it's still the same phone.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Here they come again.
What is this weird fucking bar on the bottom of my screen? Do you see that?
Oh, some. Oh, unfortunately, YouTube does that sometimes. Where if you full
What is
screen
that?
something, for some reason you'll full screen a video and it'll decide there's a tiny little strip that's slightly too far, so we're gonna give you a sliding bar for no apparent reason.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, mine
weird.
does that too.
Okay,
Don't know
weird.
why.
I guess I'm used to watching YouTube on my TV.
Making trouble on Wildfire's territory? You guys got a lot of
I just don't care about Zila at all, I'm gonna be so honest.
still here.
I only care about her for like
Just got complimented.
Impact Third like relations. Like, and I'd like any explanation for how her quantum abilities work and how she got them. Like, hey girlie, what the fuck?
Every time
You're
I...
from an isolated planet.
Did I ask for your
Yeah.
Look,
Every time I've played her, I hate her ultimate so much. It hurts my eyes so bad.
Oh my god, Gabe.
So I don't even have any desire to play her. I pulled her on my second account and I do not care.
So wait, hold on. Are they showing off Bronya and Steeler in the same trailer? I mean, I get it. It's them. But also, Jesus.
Oh, yeah,
That's really cool.
they know what they're doing. Ooh, okay. They need to,
That
is
wasn't
there,
too bad.
it wasn't. Is there a way to disable these from showing up so they don't block the last ending of the trailer?
I think if you right click, you can disable pop-ups, annotations. Don't have wait, no. Is it annotations that's the thing?
I
Is that
don't
what
have
they
a
are?
clue. I honestly don't know.
Hold
It's
on.
like the recommended.
I
Hmm.
don't think it's not annotations. I don't know if you can, as far as I know. Hold on.
No, I'm not sure.
YouTube
I have a feeling it's not something I can disable.
YouTube
'Cause it's like the
suggestions
recommended.
videos at the end. How can you have YouTube suggestions at the end of the video? You have to literally go into like the developer console on the site. Okay.
Okay, I'm just not gonna bother then.
Yeah.
We're just gonna deal with it. It's fine.
It's
Oh,
fine. It's not
yes!
that bad.
Yes!
Yes. Hey. Talk to her behind it. Hey.
Yanching!
So, have you decided yet?
God, Alejandro's voice is so good for him.
Your turn, General.
He's so cute.
Bold indeed.
The bird.
Kids these days.
The bird.
A little too naive. It is a warrior's game. Singular encounters with endless possibilities.
God.
Oh.
The transitions are so cool.
Oh, the fact that it's a chessboard. Fuck.
Oh, I love these. This is
Now
when it's
this
starting to get
one
good.
Yeah, they cooked with this one.
And he gets an animated one? Oh, please, sign me up.
They was going to be like their like most favored.
Oh yeah, big time. And then he ended up being in Fei Xiao's animated trailer too.
Secure victory.
I have seen that screenshot so many times.
Yeah, where they're fighting because Fei Xiao's drunk and crazy as hell. Oh, the Ebon Deer. Sick.
With a master stroke.
God, he's so cool. This is awesome.
Heed my will. Show no mercy.
That's a slightly different voice line from in game.
I think maybe that comes from the Fantilia fight because I've heard he has a different voice line in that fight specifically.
Very good. But only when you've forgotten it.
I didn't clock it because I didn't have him as a playable character. I still don't, obviously.
General, you're stealing pieces again.
Fucking
They're very father-son coded.
They are, but first of all, Jesus, that's a lot. But fucking my apprentice not
Oh, this.
understanding how he's losing to me who's been eating the pieces when he's not looking.
Yeah. I was about to say, who's this? It must be Genuine. So I was about to say, why is it 4 minutes long? Everything else has been like 2 minutes. I think the animated ones are all longer.
I
Not as
remember
long as
this
Casterus,
one.
though. I don't think I've seen this one. Maybe I have. I don't know. Oh, holy shit. What?
I mean, they have like MiHoYo Anime, who like helped create this, so I'm not at all surprised if it's gorgeous. Like, oh,
All of the animated ones that I've seen or clips of are really good, so. Oh my god, I didn't know Jinglu was in this one.
she turns up this early.
Oh. That's a young Jingyuan, right? Not as young, but a little bit younger.
Or young,
Yeah, younger. How young can you really be if you're 700 years old?
yeah.
He's so
But
cute.
that's a baby young Jingyuan.
Well, we have an image of a young Jing Yuan in game, and it's implied that he's about Yanqing's age in that picture with Igor.
God, fight choreography.
Hold firm.
Oh, I remember these
I've seen
flashbacks.
I've seen this scene, but Yanqing and Jing Yuan, I know where this is going. Oh, this is so cool. And she is so batshit.
She's nuts.
He doesn't recognize us.
So it is with the Mara strike. To become stricken with Mara is to be a long-life species. If I too become stricken in times hereafter, you must not hold back.
Yes, Master.
Mm, ouch.
Yeah.
No sense of time, humanity waiting. A serious case. You should leave, Jing Yuan.
Ugh. Oh no. Man, this hurts.
Yeah.
Farewell, Master. Your gift of instruction, I will pay in this strike.
And she somehow survives. I still don't understand that, but God.
Neither do I, but like,
9,997,
Oh.
9,998, 9,999, 10,000.
God, I love him.
Knight must never let slip their weapon, nor let slacken their form. Though, you'll have to grow a little taller before the knights will have you.
I want to be like you, General. I want to be a famous Xianzhou legend.
Hmm.
You do. It is a difficult road.
But that's the road you took, right, General?
Hmm.
Seeing as you're so full of fighting spirit,
Yeah. I won't hold back.
They're so cute.
they are.
God, I love them. They're so father-son coded. I love them so much for it.
They are. Oh god, the parallels are so fucked
I
up.
regret
I
to admit
know.
it.
I like to think that Jingliu definitely didn't. She was very strict and very harsh with Jing Yuan. I like to think he is specifically trying to do the exact opposite for Yanqing while still being a good teacher to him.
Vaguely, very vaguely.
Yeah.
Coded.
I also don't know where this one falls in the timeline of trailers,
Oh,
so
this
I put this one here because I figured it made sense
one is
here.
literally. It does, but it is basically, I'm pretty sure, just like a here's a lore dump for this Yenjo.
That's what I figured, but I wanted to include it just because it is a Myriad Celestia trailer, and most of those are about characters, but, you know, I just put it here because I didn't know where else to put it.
Sure is mentioned, so it
I
counts.
figured, yeah, because everybody was hyped for her before she even had her silhouette released for the War Dance, from when I've been looking at
I
art.
regret to admit it, but the Xianzhou have very few legends. For what room is there to create legends?
This fucked actually.
Which also reminds me, people were excited for Huayan as well before he was introduced, and then of course he shows up in the quest, and you could tell by his model he is absolutely not playable because he is an old, tiny old man. So
Agony.
people did want him to be playable, but I fear that will not happen.
began 8,000 years ago. When
And hey, I'll take the lore dump.
Yearned for both legacy
Yeah.
and immortality. He sent our Xianzhou ancestors into the astral seas. And through the boundless stellar reaches sailed, great ships in isolation softly veiled.
I also just love the way the illustrations look in these kind of sequences, too.
The ships discovered traces of the divine. The plague's author revealed themselves and offered an immeasurable lifespan. But the blessing was a curse. Those who exceeded their lifespan became the deathless doom.
I want to know who's talking.
You might see in the description.
Not like the voice actor, I just want to know what character it is, if there's a character this is supposed to be.
Like, I mean, like, it might mention the character. It's how we know that Ageria got a voice actor in the final feast before Fontaine, appeared.
Oh.
So, potentially.
No, it doesn't look like it, just because it's a narrator. I was hoping maybe it was like a storyteller, like there's the one trailer in Genshin that does that for the... I don't remember his name now.
Of the Xianzhou's existence, the Rainbow Arbiter descended and redeemed the crumbling alliance. For the next 5,000 years, the alliance voyaged the vast cosmos, purifying the universe under divine mandate. Heading the 6 ships were the vanguards of the hunt, the 7 Arbiter Generals. Behold at the Marshal's side, 6 generals of renown.
Because it's the Six and the Marshal, right?
Yes.
The Merlin's
Hell yeah.
Claw.
There you go.
I love she. You go, girl.
Strong and righteous is Hua Yen, the Flaming Heart. Cautious and sophisticated is Yao Guang, the Seer Strategist.
And Fushuan comes from the Yuchui, right?
Powerful is
I
Xuan
think.
Tren, the Seish Queller. Mysterious and fair is Yo Wu, the Patina Justice. Wise and brave is Jing Yuan, the Divine Foresight. The 7 Arbiter Generals wield extraordinary powers. Intelligent and visionary Jing Yuan of the Law Fu is admired by friends and feared by foes. With skillful sleight of hand, the trap was set. The Borson soon, with crushing loss, were met.
An army must be of one heart and mind, where skillful sleight of hand is little use.
Seeing his splash art in a different art style is insane.
I shall not fail them.
God.
Glory to the Xianzhou! Glory to the Cloud Knights! Glory to the Xianzhou! Glory to the Cloud Knights! The hunt is with us!
Quite the story, Master Gongshu.
Wait. Oh, Master
Hello,
Gongshu.
sir.
It did tell us who the narrator was. Master Gongshu. Okay, good, noted. Hello, Locha. God, I love him. I miss Locha so bad. Dude, I tell you, when I was playing that account yesterday and I saw the Golden Companion spirit show up for me, I was like, are you kidding me? Really? I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, I don't have to play without Locha. I'm so excited. I didn't know what I was going to do without another healer, because who knows when the next sustain unit's going to show up,
Fucking knows.
considering I was
Because
just barely
those-
too late for Hyacinth.
Probably not gonna be fucking soon.
And then I proceeded to get an E1 Bailu immediately on Departure Warp. The game said, oh, you like Bailu? Here you go. I just think it's funny because my Caius account got Bailu and then proceeded to get her light cone on the standard banner. And then I play a new account and I get Bailu and then another Bailu on Departure Warp, so I have E1. I was like, oh my god. And then my first file, I got Yanqing on Departure Warp, and then I had the free choice So I picked Bailu for that, and then my free choice on Caius was Welt, so
Christ.
I'm
Oh, hey,
glad I did
Zoe.
that. Wait,
Wait, isn't that? Hold on.
that's... Wait,
That's
that's...
Impact Third, isn't it?
It looks like it, because the hair... Oh, yeah, it is. Isn't that...
Oh, that is Impact
Isn't her
Third, 'cause
Impact...
I
Her Honkai Impact the Third, it's called Haxor Bunny, right?
think so, yes.
I also see the bunny on the back of the jacket. That's definitely Haxor Bunny.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Also, I think she's playing Honkai Impact the Third in like this
Absolutely
universe.
is.
That combat style certainly looks like Honkai Impact the Third. I really should play that so I can figure out what's going on. I only just barely got past meeting Bronya.
I mean this with so much love. Impact Third is terrifyingly long, and the lore is so fucking complex.
No, I figured as
Saying
much,
it
but
will not help. Saying it will not help.
yeah, I don't know.
I only go on the
The
wiki
only
for, like,
problem I
lore
had with
info.
Impact the Third is I did not like how I was immediately being flashed by Bronya just by playing her.
Damn. That is very fair.
She also floats the whole time, so it does not help that she's flashing you the whole time. So I figured if I do play, I'm gonna try and move her off my team ASAP. Because I will not do that. This is really cool.
It is.
It's still not the most visually interesting trailer. Jing Yuen's definitely still tops hers because most of this is in-game stuff for her, but
I love all of the, like, things on top. All of the little, like, gaming splashes. That's fun.
yeah. Oh, we know her exact bounty cost. That's cool.
Yeah, I think they do it for every single one of the Acheron hunters. We get
Oh,
their
do they?
bounty. Yeah.
Look, Locha came out before Kafka did? I didn't know that. Oh, was he a 1.0 character? Or 1.1?
Absolutely wasn't. He was not. Lurcha came out later.
Well,
I
because this
know
is,
he
I
did.
pulled this from the Honkai Star Rail official playlist. The order that I went in is in that. No, he couldn't have been 1.1. 1.1 would have had to be Jingyuan and Zila based on that order. So was he, or 1.0, so he would have been 1.1 and Silverwolf as well?
Was he?
Unless they had more than two characters that were in 1.0. But that sounds ridiculous.
He was either 1.2 or he wasn't 1.3 because that was Imbabda Lune and Fushan. But I'm almost
I looked it up
certain.
and it says version 1.1.
Oh
Char-
shit! Yeah, no, never mind. He was. He
Layak
was in
Pursuit.
1.1.
Yeah, and then
Lot, Lot,
Yucha.
Lotcha, Silverwolf, and Yukong.
Yeah, Yukong. Yeah, okay. And Yukong doesn't have a trailer because Honkai hates 4 stars and they never get trailers, despite the fact that Genshin has 4-star trailers and Honkai does not.
I was so bitter that I didn't get Lorcha because I was like, I want that healer.
He's so
and
cool.
then Imbibed Lune came out next time, and I was like, never mind, this is fine.
Well, if you wanna pick up the game again, the free Golden Companion Spirit that lets you get him for free lasts until the end of 3.4 because it said there were 45 days left as of yesterday. So, just saying, if you want to get back into the game and you want Locha, you can get him for free.
I, I probably won't, mostly just because I don't like the gameplay. Which
Yeah, that's
sucks.
fair. That's fair. At least the dailies don't take long.
Oh god, yeah.
You just
I do
autoplay your
like-
dailies.
I will admit, unfortunately, autoplay is one of the things that kind of
The
made me
days
go,
and years
don't know if I like
pass
this.
just like the wind.
Yeah.
But
But the warning before the journey still rings in my ears.
God, this is already so pretty.
Guard your road. Remember your oath.
yeah, I remember this.
Why did they split his name like that?
Out among the stars,
I have no idea.
an undercurrent swells beneath the tide.
God, Locha is just so pretty.
Traveling merchant.
He is.
I too
Also, his voice is really soothing. I love his voice.
wonder when we're gonna finally find out who the fuck is in that coffin.
It's a fragment of Tazeronth, the propagation.
Oh right, I forgot about.
Yeah. And if we didn't have direct confirmation of that, the 2.5 quest, when Jingyuan, Fei Xiao, and Huaiyan were talking to Yao Guang, Yao Guang confirms that. So it is confirmed. It is a part of the propagation. And also, I think the most recent Myriad Celestia trailer, the one talking about the Lord Ravagers, I think also says that the Xianzhou has the propagation, which implies they did confiscate the coffin from Lucha when they took him in. So maybe he was doing that intentionally, though. I feel like he walked into their trap on purpose.
Oh, as far as I remember that cutscene going, he walked straight in there.
Oh, he
with his
did.
arms wide.
He
And he's
definitely
like, I know
intended
what
for
I'm
them to
doing.
take the propagation. He wants to kill the abundance with the propagation.
Which is terrifying.
Oh, I just realized that happened in his companion quest. I think that she specifically says that she was rescued by him. Oh no, it was the guys that said that. Dang it. That's not the bookseller. I thought that was the bookseller for a second. I don't think the bookseller's a Foxian.
I mean, I can't remember.
You don't see him in his companion quest, so
I mean,
I don't.
he's just not there. It is.
He's not. Yeah, you're just March saying crazy shit.
Listen, I love March, but also like, girl, please.
Bro.
But I still need a pair of eyes to witness your promise.
I still want to understand what that means, though.
Like, who?
His character story doesn't tell you anything.
Propagation?
I wouldn't think so, because the swarm's been dead for a long time. Well, it's not the full. It's not the whole propagation. It's just a fragment of it.
Like, that implies that
It's not like Tazeron's corpse is in the coffin.
does imply that someone had to give it to him.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Well, he implies that he has to fulfill a promise from somebody, and I don't know if that's a reference to Otto or what, but his character story is extremely vague on purpose.
I would scream if he genuinely turns out to be Otto or Void. I'll cry, please.
He better be different. I don't want him to be Otto.
I don't want him to be Otto either.
This is
He
already
has a
gorgeous.
look.
Oh my god.
It is.
I love the spider lily motifs that he has.
Yeah, I remember when he was the strongest.
I can't wait to get him. I cannot wait to get him. I'm so glad he's rerunning.
Did you see that on the left? 8.13 billion credit.
Well, I didn't see that. I didn't even see that. God, he's incredible.
Yeah, Silver Wolf's bounty appears at the end. Everyone else's appears in their little splash screen.
Gotcha.
They've fallen too far for their lofty Xianzhou ships.
God, the snuffing out of the fire is insane. Oh my god. That's so cool. I didn't know Yinxing was in that trailer. Oh. Wow. That.
Until your sin is cleansed, my vengeance will pursue you.
God, that's so cool. Oh, he's so cool. I don't even care that this
Yeah.
guy's not meta. I really want him so bad. And
That's
I
valid.
already, in preparation of him, I did already buy his light cone from the shop.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, because even if I don't end up getting him for whatever reason, and I'm sure I will, even if I don't, his light cone could theoretically also work for Mighty, because they both have the same kind of, HP dropping thing. So it would work for Mighty. And now that Blade is HP scaling, his light cone should theoretically work better for him, because his light cone doesn't buff attack, it's only for HP. So, And Mighty scales on HP, so
They do that for him.
I don't know. They gave him split scaling initially, and now they fixed him, so he's HP scaling now, thank God.
Anyway, hey girlie.
Hi, Queen. Was this our first introduction to the IPC?
Don't be afraid.
God.
Listen to me. Wasn't it you who invited me?
Oh my God. I love the illustrations, transitions where they do that. They're always so clean.
Ah, I also got the music.
Oh yeah.
The silk is too fragile to be a threat.
I love her Black Widow motif.
Than the silk. Case in point.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Why does it choose
It does.
to wear this one?
I would say they showed us her back without her cloak for a second, or her coat.
Stealing
That was weird. Does she just straight up not have her coat in that scene?
Huh.
Sooner or later, the curtain has to fall.
Oh boy.
The ending. Wanna take a guess? Heads or tails? What's your answer?
All right, Queen.
Yeah, she slayed.
God, that's so cool. And now this one.
Stellaron Hunter,
Yeah.
how do you plead?
Oh my God, I can already tell the art style of this is gonna be peak.
Beyond pardon, but the Japella Brotherhood respects every individual's entitlement to the afterlife. Admit your guilt and embrace your punishment.
I'm listening.
You're telling me they could have given her pants in game and they just chose not to?
Accusations.
She's wearing pants in the scene.
You breached the
She
premises
deserved
of the
to.
Antuin
She
University
needs
Hall,
pants.
manipulated the guests, decimated the artistic treasures under the gaze of a devout audience, inflicted monetary damage amounting to over 860 billion credits, and absconded with the auction item. How do you plead?
Wait, why were you auctioning a Stellaron?
But not a devout audience.
Well, because they can.
You infiltrated the
That sounds like a
Sigma
terrible idea.
stole the Sigma Rod to deactivate the firewall, allowing a flood of data demons to enter reality, consequently propelling the world towards a judgment day, all in order to take the meta code. How do you plead?
What's up with all the nicknames for the Stellaron?
Data demons deserve to taste of freedom.
Because each world names it something else when it becomes like a part of them.
Disseminated the
That's
philosopher's
so
stone
weird.
across all colonies, causing 46 million inorganic entities to turn into rampant machines, and stole the steel core from Golconda's point of gravitational equilibrium, silencing the entire world. How do you plead?
Oh? Sounds like a page out of the Japella Brotherhood's playbook. But sure, we took the thing.
The Trovis disappearance.
Do you really think she cares? She doesn't give a fuck.
Cyber attacks
Yeah, I
against
was about to
planet
say,
Screwlum. The beer
could not
pointing
care.
version. And so
What reason would she have to care?
46 criminal cases. Do you admit all these malicious incidents were the work of the Stellaron Hunters?
I mean, she knows what she was doing.
If you ask
Exactly.
me, it seems like the Annihilation Gang has their fingers in quite a few of these pies. But
Oh wait, isn't that Sam?
it seems you forgot
I
one
think.
more.
That was Sam.
Yeah.
The Japella Rebellion.
Wait, you're telling me the Annihilation Gang are actual furries?
I don't think so.
Who the heck are these people if they're not the Annihilation Gang? Yeah, that's Sam. Hi, Sam.
I'm a little bitter that we didn't get the sexy robot man, but you know what? Shrug.
I mean,
Fair enough.
technically we did. Firefly is always in that mech in her battle. Oh my god, Blade looks so cool in that scene. Look at Sam back there. Hell yeah. Also the cat. The obligatory black cat that references Elio every single time.
Wouldn't be surprised if he genuinely ends up being a.
Successor of the Azure Dragon.
I probably should have paused, but since we were talking about the Stellaron Hunters, but oopsie.
Don't worry. Listen, someone more important has turned up.
Yeah. Forget the Stellaron Hunters. Give me the dragon.
Guilty of unpardonable sins. Punishable by death.
By Fantilia? I'm confused. What? God.
Yeah. So gorgeous.
It took me way too long to realize when I was borrowing him as a character to realize that I could enhance his skill by using more skill points, because I just never tried to do that. So every single time I borrowed him from somebody on my friends list, I was using him wrong. And that's why he was so weak.
You now presume.
Ow, that hurts me.
Yeah, I was so bad. God, hello, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Do you really think you have a choice?
I also am just a sucker for the underside of the hair being a different color, because obviously I do that with my OCs too. Like, me doing that with Lewis.
It's a good strategy. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, hello.
Time for emotional agony.
I don't remember what we were saying about the Stellaron Hunters, so it must not have been important.
It wasn't about the Stellaron Hunters. It was partially about the Annihilation Gang being furries potentially? Question mark. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
and
Ifrit was wearing a mask, so if he were a furry, you wouldn't be able to tell, because he was wearing a ram's head skull mask.
Yeah, and
This,
also
I mean, yeah, the
remember
horns could have been his, but I have no idea. Also, I love how Ifrit made this whole big deal in the Trailblaze continuance with Dr. Ratio, and then he proceeded to just die the next time that he ended up being relevant. He just got killed by Sam. Like, wow, I will be back. No, the fuck you won't. Sam's gonna kill you. Anyway.
built up this entire time, the entire Annihilation Gang and all of these characters built up for Pen and Cody, and then none of them turn up.
Yeah. Well, to be fair,
Dumb.
the Annihilation Gang was supposed to be there. Ifrit was supposed to be the one who went there, and then Sam killed him and took his invitation. Or not Sam, I'm sorry, Acheron. Where am I getting Sam from? It wasn't Sam, it was Acheron.
Who knows?
It was Acheron.
Anyway,
My,
Slay Girl.
not my
Slay
brain.
Girl.
I was thinking about Stellaron Hunters, and my brain was on Sam. Evidently, it wasn't Sam. It had nothing to do with Sam. Sam just snuck in. Oh no. Oh no. Not all of them having white hair except for him. Aw.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this probably canonically takes place after the High Cloud Quintet quest. Oh, I've seen snippets of this animation actually, because I've heard people talk about how Don Feng has a different voice actor than Don Hung.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of Don Feng just hating his reincarnation.
Yeah. I mean, we literally know nothing about Dong Feng. This is just the way that Dong Heng envisions him,
I know. It's
with
just I
all of
don't
his
like the
baggage.
implication that he's just this awful guy who's forcing his fate on Don Hung.
I don't think he would.
I don't know if he would. I don't think he would. He was just somebody who was hurt by the loss of his friend.
Tried very desperately to cling on to his loved ones. I feel like if anything, he'd be like, no, live a life with the people that you care about because you've created your own loved ones.
Yeah, exactly. He, in some
But
sense, has
unfortunately,
his own High Cloud Quintet. It may not be the same people, but he has his own family.
Don Hung has all of this baggage and like can only envision him as this guy.
Well, can
Which
you
somehow
imagine being Don Hung, being literally reincarnated and born in the freaking shackling prison?
genuinely so fucked up.
Yeah.
Low-key, I will never forgive the Loftu for that. The
Well,
moment that
that's why Jing Yuan pardoned him. He fought for that shit.
good for him, but like, just the whole reincarnation thing is so fucked to me because those are different people. I don't care what anyone says; those are different people.
Yeah.
Guilty of unpardonable sin.
You could tell he did not want that.
The sentence shall be commuted to molting rebirth and eternal banishment.
Why did you take this path?
Hand over the transmutation arcanum and the preceptors will spare your life. It's all because of you.
Oh my god, seeing all of them in that scene.
Ugh.
Starting today, you're one of the express crew.
Aw. Yeah, see,
Oh,
Stell! That was
yeah,
Stell!
Excel.
The Express is about to make the jump.
Even calling Pom Pom his family.
It's just so cute.
You're right.
This makes Amphorius even harder to swallow, because he almost lost the Trailblazer.
It's like, ugh.
He thought he did lose the Trailblazer, and then he passed out after that, and then she's just hovering over him like, hey bitch, I'm alive, what are you doing?
L.
Don Hong has got to be one of their best written characters. He's so good.
Genuinely, yeah.
He's awesome. Oh,
It's his family.
I love them so much.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the
Oh,
family.
well, it is the family. Now we're just missing Himiko. And Pom Pom. I love the fact that he considers Pom Pom his family.
Whether you ship Dawn March or see them as brother sister, either way, they are one family. They are so cute.
Cute.
I love them so much. Also, I realized replaying the whole thing again, Himiko has always acted like a mom to all of them, not just to the Trailblazer and March. Oops.
Absolutely.
Oh, I forgot I also included this one too. It's another lore dump. I guess let's just let this play.
I have traversed great lengths seeking a piece of
Videodora, let's go!
the history of Long the Permanence.
I too know little of the progenitor of all dragons. Before the dawn of history, Long traversed the burgeoning.
And this is like the only lore we ever get about Long the Permanence.
Existence.
He literally is just never brought up again.
The revelation of the permanence was unraveled. Then came our emergence, us Long Scions.
encircled by 5 suns. The giant dragon sat overseeing the turning of day and night, the change of seasons.
That is so cool looking.
Could the revelation of the permanent signify the timeless nature of one's greatness?
The relentless pursuit of individual immortality will only breed an unending multitude of
I love how experimental this art style is.
the fallacy of the plague's
So pretty.
So then does the permanence represent the continuance of bloodline? I also journey to the ancestral home of the Infernalian people.
I don't know if
White embers. The
continuance of the bloodline doesn't make a lot of sense because, like, there is no bloodline. It's the same person. They can't reproduce.
Exactly.
dispersed throughout countless worlds, living in solitude. In the vastness of the universe, the rise and fall of one race is of little consequence.
It is said that the Vidyadhara formed an alliance with the Xianzhou, and that 5 elders descended upon the mortal realm to keep watch over the
Aren't there 6 ships? One of them doesn't have Vidyadhara?
noble ambition that ensures the safety of the universe.
Or is there 7 ships? I think there's 6.
Alas, Imbibitor Lunae forsook his
I think there
oath,
was
causing
7 and then
state of
1
great
got
disorder.
destroyed.
The High Elders
Maybe, because I know there's 6 generals and the marshal, and that makes up the 7 arbiter generals.
becoming the shackles which bind them.
As for who the marshal is, I have no idea.
Permanence's revelation
I'm not going to pretend to know all the lore as a 3.1 player.
Sun and moon rise and fall. The world undergoes continuous change. So the concept of stability is meaningless. Only by comprehending an
Did you... I've seen this from fan art, like when I'm looking at art of characters. Did you know people thought that Moza was going to end up being a Vidyadhara?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, everybody was hoping he would turn out to be a Vidyadhara, and that he would secretly be the Vidyadhara elder of the Yoching. That sounds so
I
delusional.
did not know that actually.
And then he turned out to be a short life.
That is
And then he turns out to be a short life who got turned into a long life by Sanctus Medicus. But they thought that's why the name Calorum Venti, like the dragon that was just talking about, the Calorum Venti, that's who they thought that was. They thought it was Moza.
uh-huh.
I don't know. When I learned that, I thought it was funny as hell. I really hope we get more dragons with draconic features. Like, come on.
God, I hope.
And for him, it is no different.
Hello, gorgeous. Ugh. I will never not be mad that they didn't give Don Hung an actual dragon tail, like Bailu. I know he has a
It's
translucent one in his idol, but...
Like, give it to him permanently.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Although,
just
to
not.
remedy that, they did make Bailu ask about it. Like, if I gave up my High Elder status, would you have a tail? He's like,
Make an exchange, shall we? An exchange of memories.
Black Swan!
Hey, girly.
Hi,
Yeah,
Queen!
Genuinely,
Of a crystal
she turned up so
chalice.
fucking early, it's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Someone from that crystal spoke to me. Listen to the parable of the stars.
Listen, I can't hear the word listen without thinking of Kafka now.
Arrived on the edge of the wilderness,
Yeah, that's valid.
clad in stellar radiance. Go now, march unwaveringly into solar wind. At the end, you will return to my embrace, but march towards the light.
Oh, is this like to introduce us to the Eons, or what?
Piercing through the clouds as a golden death.
Sure.
Or
I'm
just
pretty sure
Nanook?
it's basically introducing all the
people
eons.
fled, for the
Because
sun
this
was
is the
soon
first
to
time we
set
ever saw
to
Sheepe.
meet with vicious destruction.
Wait, she just said the sun is soon to set. Wasn't that literally the... No, it's not. The sun is set to die is the name of 3.4's quest. Okay.
That's too scarily close, actually.
Yeah.
Be not dismayed, O child of the world.
Hello, Lan.
Sarah will descend to purge the wicked abominations.
And destroy the people at the same time.
Behind in the storm's wake.
Oh, I've heard a thing or two about Noose.
Guards their secrets
Where's Polka Kakamon? There she is.
Silent, like a shroud of mist at the center of the universe. Listen to the silence, and you will know where the stars are resting.
Is this why everybody thought Black Swan was an emanator of remembrance? Because she was introducing us to the gods. She's not an emanator.
Was, yeah, she isn't, but she introduced
That's
us
why
to
everybody
the
thought so.
Yeah.
The tender sprouts will grow to the sky, and the dew that falls from their branches will rid you of sickness and poison. Blindfold your eyes.
She's making all of them sound good.
Approaching darkness may strike no fear in you. Let it not.
Yeah, she's making it sound like none of them have anything bad about them.
Nor numb your
I think that's
stride.
kind of the point.
Oh my god, Iksh has eyes?
Yeah, did you not
I
know?
know that!
Oh yeah,
The
they have
image-
eyes.
The image in game does not have those eyes.
Sure it does.
Don't think it does. I thought that Iksh was just a black hole.
This was the first fucking time we saw what Shippei's body looked like, which is why this trailer went so insane.
Oh yeah, because I guess Shippei wasn't in the original simulated universe. They were in
No.
Swarm
Wasn't,
Disaster.
Exactly.
When I was playing Swarm Disaster and I saw Shippei, I was shook. I was like, holy shit, dude. Oh, the veracity wasn't shown. Oh, Enigmata and Equilibrium have designs now, too.
And then, of course, truly.
This is the path you should walk, they say.
And also the fact that they showed...
Once more.
I think that's crazy, too, seeing that this has all of them, but it also includes the ones that end up getting introduced to you in Swarm Disaster and Golden Gears. Because, like, Enigmata... Enigmata... Mythos the Enigmata, and Huo the Equilibrium, and Ouroboros the Veracity. Yeah.
And then, of course, I'm vaguely sure when she said the end of all things, I'm assuming she was talking about the finality.
Yeah, I don't think it said finality on that. I don't think it said that, but yeah, I know that she was talking about it, yeah.
And it's like vibrates. I literally cannot hear the word finality without my brain going, Kiana. Kiana girl, I know that's you.
I just like the finality is the lore path for the Stellaron Hunters, so I know it's gonna come into play later. Well, and I think even the Trailblazers listed as the finality as their path. It could be because of the Amphorius quest revealing we were once part of the Stellaron Hunters, but you know. Presumably, that's what it implies anyway. Yeah, this image is in Penacony Quest.
It will carry your wish to thousands.
Because I have that screenshot. I didn't know it was in a trailer. I just saw it in game. That's just really ambitious. Oh, Fushwan, my beloved.
God, she looked so gorgeous. I wanted her so badly.
I also just want to say, I wasn't sure what I felt when I lost to her on Caius, and now she has not left my team. Oh my god, she is so good. I see why everybody says she was the one that carried them until Aventurine came out, because holy shit, she is such a good sustain unit. She's incredible. And she's not even fully built for me yet, but she's doing incredible. Granted, this file is not to the point where my characters could be up to level 80, but she's so good. And I just really like her character. Oh, I love her.
Stars, Fushia, my beloved.
I love her.
Fallen petals bed the ground.
God.
Preordained. And what is seen through the omniscia is destined to be realized. Now that all elements of the past have taken their places.
Her ultimate is also one of the prettiest in the game.
Absolutely.
And Naxxus as well, because it's very similar to hers, but...
Yeah.
It's so cool. I really, really want to lose my 50-50 to her on my main, because I like her that much.
God, I hope you do.
I hope so. Hey, hopefully if I lose during Sunday Finon pulling, I lose to either her or Blade.
Fingers
If I can
crossed.
get Blade before his banner, that would be great, because then I can get Firefly, because I need to break DPS really bad.
Hey, Chingsha.
Hi, girl. Oh boy.
Hey, Gully. I actually built Chingsha as a DPS, and actually genuinely kind of good.
I don't have a clue how to build her.
Oh, it's entirely gambling and luck based, but
That's what I
you
figured.
have to use a you have
I
to use
need
a
to.
skill, and you can like essentially gamble her Mahjong tiles, and if they're like all together, then you can do big damage.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm not very familiar with her, but I need to at some point build another erudition unit for the Herda because I keep not putting an Exagoras on her team. I know that people say Anax is better with her. I don't care. He's doing really good by himself. I'd rather him just be the solo DPS, but that means I can't use the Herda until I get another DPS because I took all of Herda Puppet's artifacts and I took them all off of her and gave them to the Herda. So she is not built. Not to mention,
Because
Herda
Buffast
Puppet's
is
also
terrifyingly
squishy.
good.
Herda Puppet also is just really squishy, so she dies literally instantly. So, I want Argenti. I am delusional and I want Argenti to put Argenti on her team, but I also don't know when he'll come back. Presumably soon, because I think he's now the longest since a rerun, if you don't include Zila. But,
Please don't let him turn into Shenhe.
yeah, well, I'm hoping that maybe he'll get added to like a 50-50 loss pool or something to make up for that.
I'd love for Genshin to do that. Like, please.
They really need to.
The darkening mists shroud the radiant moon.
Okay, sell me on you, girl, because I currently don't want to pull for you. Maybe if you intrigue me enough, I'll pull for you too.
With a sharp blade, yet still powerless against the demons. With this blade as my core.
The creepy hands remind me of the hands in Super Paper Mario.
Oh my god. Fuck. No. The goddamn hands from the underwear in the
Yes.
fucking river twigs. I hate.
Yes. That's what that makes me think of. I hate it so bad. Also, I know those are in her Eidolon art. I've seen it in her E6, but I just can't unsee it.
Terrifying and awful and bad.
Actually, it also reminds me of, I don't know if you've seen it because it's from one of the more recent quests. It was from the Amphorius quest line when we first got introduced to the Herda, I think. Not the first introduction, I don't think, but the second time. She has an encounter with a memo keeper, and there's those fuck ass hands in that scene too. So that's what that makes me think of as well.
I vaguely know about that because the Memo Keeper stops her from interfering with Amphorius, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Because she's trying to interfere, and that's before Welt and Sunday show up. I definitely have the illustration. I can definitely send that. Because it's really good. If I can find it. Let's make this easier on myself. This. Oops. There we go. That image is really cool.
No matter how you try to cleanse it, remnants of the past return with the snow, powerless, unable to mend past animosities.
I'm just never gonna get the achievement for using Jinglu to get somebody to 1 health. Because I just don't care about her and don't plan to pull her.
Fair.
That achievement haunts me. That and the Topaz one.
Oh, damn.
Topaz's is for defeating a trotter with Numby.
So I wield my blade to the very end, until the
Of
stars
course.
have been cut down from the sky.
And the Topaz trial was on the
Will never forsake.
Trailblaze's stern, so there was no enemies on that one, I don't think. Definitely not a trotter, though. And I don't have anybody on my friends list who has Topaz. I've actually not seen a Topaz to borrow since like the start of the game. But I didn't add that person, and if I did, they took her off their showcase. I did finally find somebody with a good Jingyuan that I can add. Everybody I could find that had a Jingyuan had him very poorly built, and I finally found one that was really well built, so thank God.
With you has stirred up my curiosity. What drove you to pick up the sword at such a young age?
Yanqing?
Good trailer.
My
Yeah.
boy!
Suppose there's no harm in telling you. At first, it was the general's stories about the previous sword champion. He told me about her unparalleled skills, her unmatched prowess with a single blade. It inspired me that one day I could earn the title myself.
So, it was the allure of renown.
I also wanted to live up to the general's expectations and repay him for the gift of his teachings. Where would I be without him?
Then you wish to forge deeper ties.
It's more than that. One day, I'll run into battle alongside my Cloud Knight comrades, defending the Luofu and striking down those who threaten us, putting my abilities to their rightful use.
In the end, it all comes back to fealty.
What's with all the questions, miss? Why did you choose the path of the sword?
I too was once shackled by fame and fortune, impeded by bonds and loyalty. But in the end, the sword moves beyond such notions.
God, the art style in this is
The sword
incredible.
is just a sword, and
Why did her head get so small?
life and death, nothing can tarnish its essence. Only when you've walked the fiery trail and cut through every impediment can you understand the purpose behind every swing of your sword. Do you understand now, future sword champion? I wield the sword to vanquish my enemies. Nothing more.
She looks low-key creepy.
Our battle begins.
She also looks pasty as fuck in that scene.
Yeah.
I get that it's the art style, but my god. She was a vampire there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Wait, is that Albert? That's Albert, isn't it?
It is Albert.
Okay. As somebody who had never watched any of the lives, I did not know what Albert sounded like. My first introduction to him was that Star Rail World thing where he was just a random thing that could show up and you just had to rapidly tap him to get a lot of coins. So
Huh.
I had no idea he sounded like that. And then I did the war dance and he was there was a stand-in for Albert in that, which was funny.
from the special Dead Martial Force.
I think it was the war dance. I don't know.
The bigger you run, the bigger it gets.
I think it was Albert in that because Topaz was one of the fighters.
Still not following?
I still don't like her. She's kind of a bitch.
Honestly, agreed.
From the pros. One.
And the
Like, I
Luminary War Dance made me hate her even more because why the hell was she like that to Luca? That was not cool.
Two.
I know her lore, but also yikes.
Outwitting the system.
Yeah. She is not a good person.
What a delightful surprise.
And they have not convinced me that she's a good person.
Beware gifts. They can bail ulterior motives.
Vaguely complicated.
Oh boy, why?
Negotiations
Sampo, what you doing?
over familiarity. Madam Herda, your account has been frozen. This is last month's bill. That's all. Chump change. Over to you, Asta. See you later, Miss Asta.
Okay.
Just swipe it. 4. In business, there are no permanent enemies.
Hell, don't you say that and then show Branya
They've run into trouble.
Yeah, no, that's what she means.
rubbing salt in the wound there.
Yeah, I really don't like the
Beneficial to both
IPC.
parties.
And
What is your
Topaz's whole thing is adoring the IPC, and it's like, girl, they literally actively set up destroying your entire planet to get you on their side.
Yeah, no, like,
Today.
I do not like her. The IPC just sucks.
Oh, absolutely. They're just a piece of shit. But it's like literally her whole lore is the International Peace Corporation set up her planet's destruction and like something going horribly wrong just so they could swoop in and step in as the heroes. And this is a known fact. Or like something
Yeah,
she could
big
like
shocker
find out.
there. I mean, of course, I know Boot Hill's lore and I know what happened to him. Like, come on.
Exactly. And it's like at this point it's like, girl, please.
Wait for you. The gem filled with endless potential. Hold on to your hats. The IPC
I love Albert's voice. It's so funny.
will ensure that each and every
Yeah.
talent you possess will be harnessed for intergalactic peace.
I'm not falling for your propaganda, IPC.
Coursing through your veins? If so, our marketing development department is rolling out the red carpet just for you. With the nameless Oswaldo Schneider leading the way, a vast number of new worlds will soon be a part of our expansive credit system. If you're someone who values structure and logic, our business consolidation department offers the perfect stage for you to shine. With pride
Yeah, this is literally just an ad for the IPC. Hello?
this department
An
has
IPC
created
ad.
a spectacular trade network that's measured in light years.
Oh, the Xianzhou Lafu. Shouldn't that have been the Xianzhou Yao Qing? The Xianzhou Yao Qing is the one that's canonically tied with the IPC. The IPC supplies their weapons.
I shrug, I don't know.
The Lafu, I don't think cares about the IPC as much as the Yao Qing.
Glitters of fortune and title dim before the luminous path of the Amber Lord. Know that the building material logistics department is the sanctuary for the most ardent of followers. Become the cornerstone of our operations. Every stone you place.
I mean, the animation's really cool, but it really does just read as a shitty advertisement.
It is.
If you're someone whose qualities go beyond
If I was ever in the world in Star Rail, I'd have to desperately avoid the IPC.
I know. And that's not easy to do.
Oh, it isn't. Mostly just because I start cussing them out and I would get killed instantly.
Yeah.
out the unique and the extraordinary. Those who sit at the table will determine where the wealth pours. The talent motivation department.
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
It's a shining
Very
beacon
fucked
of
up.
empowerment. Top talent deserves top perks. That's why the talent motivation department was established. Every task you undertake serves as the pioneering spark that sets Pierpoint's passion ablaze. For those seasoning their craft and still holding on to charity.
Do you think that robot was like the prototype of the Intellitron model?
Sway of ocean tides along the shore.
Because we didn't see any Intellitrons until Penacony.
Great supervisor Arita, ready to capture the treasures the tide unveils.
I don't think any of this is actually important.
Grow ranks and climb
Oh,
to
no.
unparalleled heights. Shape the destinies of myriad worlds and make the history of the galaxy your very own footnote. The mighty hammer of the Amber Lord has struck. A realm of endless opportunities beckons. We're waiting for you.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Absolutely not.
It's
Absolutely
not. It's got
Claw.
nothing to. I don't think Clapot gives a fuck about you. Oh,
Claw
yes.
literally does not care about anything
Claw.
other than making that wall.
Maybe I should just
The
resign.
baby!
Oh, my girl. Let's see if I remember this trailer.
Hi, Tail.
You scared me.
Oh my god.
I love how much he cares for her.
Oh, did they change Huahua's voice?
They might have.
This doesn't sound like the Huahua I'm familiar with. Oh no, it's not. This is a different voice actor. Tail is the same. Huahua is not. Also, that was serious? I do not remember this trailer. Oh my god. Hello? Oh wow, this is super cool.
I'd better write my resignation quickly.
Yeah, that's definitely a different voice actor.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something important?
Where's Logway?
Got that little juggling girl?
Oh my god.
Oh, they're so cute.
I love her so much. Yeah, I don't remember any of that. That's so weird because she's the one who left a really strong impression on me. But I remembered Bailu's once I started seeing it, and I don't remember anything of that. But yeah, I heard that Argenti and Hua Hua were replaced. I had no idea what Hua Hua's old voice actor sounded like. I don't know what Argenti sounds like. I guess I'll find out when we get to his trailer, but um I didn't know hers was actually changed.
Yeah.
Huh. It doesn't sound that much different. They do sound pretty similar to me, but uh I love Hua Hua's current voice. Mostly because that's what I knew the whole time, but still. And then there's the Myriad Celestia for Hua Hua.
When the Xianzhou people roamed the galaxy, they inevitably made strange.
Oh, Tail is the narrator?
So lots of spooky stories start with these encounters.
She has a tail in that one. That's so weird.
A new Ten Lords Commission judge received a decree ordering her to
She's so cute.
demon.
Excuse me.
Because I think this is young her.
Where are your manners?
Her ears being up was so weird. Oh.
The compass? It can't be.
Oh.
You, the new
Oh
one.
my god.
But hey, Shui.
Shui, why would you do that?
Careful. Are you okay? Let me help you up.
Oh my god, Hanya.
Oh my god. Hi, Hanya.
Hi. Hi, Granny.
Fucking go.
Oh, sweet girl.
Knock, knock. The door isn't gonna hold much longer. Knock, knock. The door's coming down.
That's so silly.
You asked for a spooky tale to grow some guts, didn't you?
Oh.
Here's what you faced on your first day. Why are you shaking in your boots?
That's enough courage training for today.
Aw.
Still going. It ain't over yet.
Oh.
Poor babies.
Sweet girl.
Yeah.
Oh. That's the one thing I've never understood about Hua Hua is they imply that she does in fact have her tail still, and that tail is just basically imbued with it. But at the same time, when tail is gone during the quest, she just straight up doesn't have a tail, which makes no sense. That trailer, she had a tail, but because there's a text message thread where she literally asks for advice for grooming her tail. If she doesn't have a tail, why would she ask that?
Huh.
Like, come on. You can't groom a tail that's gone. I get that Tail ate her tail, but not like literally because she still has it. Otherwise, what would she be grooming? Oh, I guess I'm about to find out with Argenti because that's what this one is.
We stand against ill repute. We champion our renown.
Oh, I like the current one way better.
Blindly, longingly, devoutly.
This is really cool.
She is universal. She is within our grasp and beyond the expanse of the cosmos. Argenti of the Honor Class swears to you. The beauty is eternal.
Knights of Beauty? Are they that amazing?
I like how it takes place on the Express because that's where we meet him.
The omen of evil. It has scales.
Hey, don't scare Pom Pom.
Minions keen and powerful. But it has a knight's spear lodged in its bones.
Hey, leave them alone.
At the end of the universe.
Fighting monsters? I can do that too.
It seems that you also have the qualifications of a knight. But forgive me, stars alone. My faith is unbreakable. The darkness ends here. I vow to make the beauty echo throughout the universe
God, this is so cool.
till I draw my last breath. For Atrilla.
What's happening?
Oh, great. The bug, too.
Light once more. I shall protect beauty everywhere. See you again, somewhere in the universe.
So, what was he doing here again?
Just a night of beauty
Uh,
passing by.
Hey, don't call Pom Pom the omen of evil. That's so mean. Why were we slandering Pom Pom? Are you still there? Because if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. Jesus. Okay, my fucking it comes and goes.
Okay. I just was making sure. I was like, wait a minute, where'd you go?
So
Okay.
to like wiggle the fucking plug.
Okay. Yeah, I like Argenti's current voice actor way better. He sounds so much more uh flamboyant, I guess. Elegant. I don't know. Do you know what his current voice actor sounds like? Uh oh my god. Wiki, stop this. He is incredible. Come on.
My name is Argenti. I belong to the Knights of Beauty. May this rose convey my heartfelt salutations.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't realize that was gonna be so fucking loud. That was so loud.
No, I get it. It was. They always are. But like, you're right. That is
That's so much better.
good.
And people were complaining? Oh my god, I only knew he had a different voice actor because everybody hated that it got changed, but oh my god, it's so much better. Just from this trailer, I don't like this one as much as the current one. Wild. But that was a really cool trailer. It was very much eye candy. Like, everything about that was gorgeous.
I
How's
mean,
that for a
yeah,
night of
she's
beauty?
fun. Yeah, yeah, there we go.
How's that for the night of beauty? Oh boy, let's see if Ron May can sell me on this. I think she has 2 or 3 trailers.
He does have like a few.
She's got 3.
Of course.
I'm assuming that's her. That looks like it is. So she's got 3. So they oversold her. Got it.
Yeah.
I still don't care about her, other than I did realize she has the same voice actor as Mao Mao from the Apothecary Diaries, or not Apothecary, yeah. So I've seen her. I've heard her voice. It took me way too long to realize it because TikTok for the longest time kept giving me clips of it. So I've never watched that anime, but hey, guess what? I know who Mao Mao is.
The soft wind beckons the early
I
spring.
just remember that apparently she was like really, really good, and then got power crept as everyone else does.
Yeah. I enjoyed using her for the events that I used her with, but I don't care about her that much.
Yeah.
She is apparently one of the characters who suffers from she's only really that good if she's E1. So
I know characters like that. I knew that.
that's kind of how most of the Star Rail characters are, from what I'm hearing. Most of them don't really reach their full potential until E1. I think Anaxa was one of the exceptions, because his E1 actually isn't that necessary for his kit, especially if you're using him as a DPS like I am.
The home I miss, only remembered in drunken bliss. Oh, looks like it's tea time.
Like, she's really pretty, but I just don't care about her that much, to be honest.
Yeah. She did kind of just pop into the story, fuck around, and then leave, didn't she?
Pretty much.
The core of all existence.
Well, and she came into the story and basically drugged us immediately, so But at least she gave us cat cakes
She did give us the babies.
and molten cheese tart, but the cat cakes. Speaking of the cat cakes, I really need the figure specifically for the Blade one because it's just really cute. Even if I didn't care about Blade, the cat cake for Blade is really cute. I love him. Oh yeah, I guess it makes sense they would show us the boss because
Yeah, she did appear when it was released.
yeah, well, she's responsible for it, so
Oh yeah, she literally made it.
yeah.
We'll meet a day when it is torn away by the wind's call.
This thing's really easy to beat with Jiacho. Jiacho wrecks this thing every time.
Academic value.
Get wrecked, fuck ass bug.
Mother, your letters are always welcome. The plum blossoms bloom and wither, and I occasionally catch a scent of loneliness.
The style is different in every animated trailer. It's so cool.
I love
Together
that.
with you in no man's land. That comfy cabin, teeming with boundlessly joyous forms of life. Those days are unforgettable. I understood the
Oh, what the
value
heck
of
is
the
that?
universe too early. I was different than every other kid.
Is that her as a kid? She's so cute. Aww.
Just standing there going, whoa.
Lamenting the process of
Like,
life
girl,
is
leave.
the origin of my
She's
favorite.
so cute.
I began to realize that I longed for something pure. Attachment involves the insular cortex, which controls anxiety and pain. The laws of emotion can be easily broken down. Children will become more well-behaved when they receive random rewards. When I discovered how easy it was to cultivate a planet, I began to feel empty.
Hi.
I increasingly understand that I long for more fundamental research. Recently, I've had some different thoughts. At first, I was terrified of its appearance. It is born of
Sorry, is Herta talking shit about her?
Yeah, and Screwin. A little bit at least.
Screwlum doesn't really talk shit, though. He just speaks fact.
Where does the research end? Life is so colorful, but it has nothing to do with me. I explore the mysteries of the universe and seek deeper answers. I have nothing to lose and nothing to gain.
The falling portion really reminded me of Albedo's trailer.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You can dissect remembrance, control equilibrium, deconstruct beauty, and reproduce permanence.
Deconstruct beauty is crazy. We don't even know if Adrilla's alive.
And perhaps I too can.
Although I guess 3 out of the 4 may not be, because equilibrium hasn't been seen in a long, long, long time. Yeah, Stell is the main character. She's in all of the trailers.
She really is.
Worry not, my dear assistant. I will reward you.
Oh yeah, that's the hint of the Ron May occurrence. I've only ever gotten that once, by the way. And apparently the special option to let you get both of the rewards is only applicable if you have Ron May and you have her in the simulated universe when you get the encounter, which is crazy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there we go. There he is.
Hi, Ifrit.
Hi, Ifrit, king of missed opportunities.
Yeah, no. He showed up with a bang and then died by Acheron's hand off screen.
I mean, Slager, if it was gonna be by anyone, it would be by a Raiden May.
Yeah. The picture looked like it had Ron May on it, but I don't have a clue what this trailer is about.
And hush the harmony into muted awe. It will be done, Father.
Huh?
Dubra, I set your form alight and taught you mastery of the
Is that
blade.
pineapple? I think there's an item in game called pineapple that's just a looks kind of like that.
Blood and tears pouring to the abyss.
As you wish, Father.
Katerina,
Is this a kids next door type of thing?
flame in your heart.
Kind of, I think.
Fire.
It all
I'm so
builds
glad
up.
you know what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately, yes, I do. But he is basically father.
You got it, old man.
But basically, as far as I know, they're like the Emanators of Destruction. They go, or are supposed to be going after a specific Eon.
Well, yeah, but I don't think they are Emanators, because the Emanators of Destructions are the Lord Ravagers.
Without Peliconi's midnight hour, strip away
And the recent Myriad trailer kind of confirms that, too. I just want to know who these people are, because they look really important, but did they also die when Acheron destroyed the Everflame Mansion? I want to know who these people are,
I'm assuming so.
because we don't know who any of these people are. But they all look super cool.
We kind of do. He was speaking their names. This is all the
I
people he
know,
was
but
talking to.
yeah, I know, but we don't know any context
Yeah, we
behind
don't
those
know.
names, right?
Yeah, we don't know who they are. I don't think.
The one on the far left kind of looks like a Foxian, but it doesn't have a tail, so I have no idea. It looks like it has Foxian ears, though. I don't know, the one on the left really interests me, and the one on the far right, I like the red-haired one. She's cool. But also, man, those heels are massive.
Terrifying. Bayonetta
Yeah,
who?
yeah, look at that woman with her gigantic ball and chain. Oh my god.
Won't be necessary. I can take them alone.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hello. I
Yeah.
already said I was interested. You didn't have to sell me that hard on her. God, she's so cool looking. I really hope these are not just throwaway characters. Holy crap. They better not be. That that looks so cool.
Katerina, a little pessimism might be wise.
Yeah, it's not on my. It's her.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see that now. She does that does unfortunately mean she looks way too similar to Ron May. I don't care about her.
What if we all end up dead?
Still cool. I like the little horns. I guess that's why I thought it was Ron May. It was, to be fair, right after the Ron May one in that playlist, I'm pretty sure. Because the other one was also a Myriad Celestia, right? It wasn't an animated one, so.
Since when have those on the path of destruction feared death?
God, I love him. He's super cool looking. Oh my. Oh, it's not hair. It was a hat. That's unfortunate. Not a Foxian. Dang it. But I still love that design is so good. That's so pretty. Is she a nun? She looks like she might be a nun. Or something church related. She's so cool. I like that one a lot.
It is wise to plan ahead, Father.
Oh my god.
What is our fallback
Yeah.
if things become perilous?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so cool.
Such a thing does not exist.
I think these four characters can definitely exist. I think he's dead. Definitely. But I think
Ifrit is dead.
yeah, Ifrit is dead, but I'm pretty sure the others.
God, I hope they come and be somehow involved, especially the chick with the giant Grim Reaper behind her. Holy crap, that's so cool.
Dubra the Scribe.
They better
Katarina
have
the
gotten
Shadow-
away before Acheron got there, because if these four show up and then get offed, they need to be playable.
Akash the Tuner, Dubra the Scribe, Katarina the Shacklebound, and Constance the Dahlia.
So
They have
Katarina is the this.
Yeah.
Love
Yes,
that.
I'm pretty
Oh, I
sure.
love her. Holy crap, she's gorgeous. I'm also so glad this turned out to be a man because I couldn't tell from behind. I'm so glad that's a man and it's not four women.
Hold on, yeah, Katarina is the one who's
Face is
the
currently
redhead.
hidden. Oh, okay, the redhead, gotcha. Oh, the shackle, that makes sense because she's got a ball and chain. Who's this one?
The one who's the nun, Dubra the scribe.
Dubra. Love her. Dubra, my beloved. I love that. That design goes so hard. Katarina also goes really hard. Maybe. God, I hope these guys are all playable.
Like, looking at them,
They look like playable characters, but Cocolia also looked like a playable character and died, so... Granted, dying doesn't mean shit in a Honkai game, because you can still... All of Amphorius is dead, and we're playing all of them, so...
I mean, all of
Including
Amphorius is
High
dead.
Sealants, who died before the story. What is happening?
Yeah, I was about to say, on both the characters, aren't both the characters that are coming out next canonically already dead?
I'm not sure if we know with Ceridra. I think Ceridra was just listed as, like, missing, but I don't know if they ever canonically said she was dead. I also don't know if she ever got mentioned. I think Ceridra didn't get mentioned at all. But granted, we also haven't heard the name Terravox at all. And Terravox is going to be relevant too, because we learned about it from Divergent Universe boons. Same thing as the jellyfish with no name. Oh, the thing that got blurred on my screen was his book. I was like, what is that? I still don't get the alabaster head. It's so fucked.
I have no idea.
I don't get it. Sir, if you want your hair to look like that, why don't you do that?
Ignorance is a malady that must be cured.
Oh, I have a somewhat unrelated thing. I saw a really cursed, I can't remember if it was TikTok or an X post. I saw something really cursed that said they made the design for the bathtub in Ratio's light cone and the 4-star Fermata light cone for Kafka the same bathtub, and I don't like that. That's the curse knowledge.
Kafka
That's
and Ratio sharing a bath together. Ugh.
Yeah, that's curse knowledge. Oh my god. I was like, I wish nobody had pointed that out. I hope they didn't do that on purpose. I'm sure they didn't, but holy crap.
Should your mind exhibit symptoms of dullness, feel free to give the doctor a call.
I just got reminded because of the bathtub scene in this.
Awful.
You learn to know yourself.
Okay, the Ifrit one was probably supposed to come after this, but it's okay.
0 points. Next.
He sounds like the worst professor in the world. Oh.
Not bad. 5 points.
Dr. Ratio, you're kind of cringe.
A little bit.
I still can't believe we got a Greek-inspired character and he has nothing to do with Amphorius whatsoever. Although, we don't know anything about him for real because all of his character stories are written like a biography about him, not, like, from his perspective. Yeah.
Could you imagine if he was like a person who escaped Amphorius? And
That
his
would
whole
be
thing of curing the world
crazy.
of ignorance is, and his whole thing of him curing the world of ignorance is him being like, I am never going to be confined to one viewpoint of the universe and to be told one thing is true ever again.
Like, imagine him being a previous version of, what's her name? God, which one is it? I want to say Calypso, but that's not the actual god's name. What the fuck is her name? Damn it.
Assumed it would be Anaxagoras' Titan.
That's what I was trying to remember the name of. What the fuck is her name? Why do I want to say Calypso? That's her fake name. What's the Titan's name? That's gonna bother me. I'm stupid. Titan of, what is that? Titan of Reason, right? Cersei's, duh. I'm stupid. Cersei's, yes. What if he was like a Titan of Cersei's or a Chrysos Heir for Cersei's at some point, and he was an original Noose Porist that somehow got away? Because Anaxa is currently the only person who knows what's going on. Like he figured it all out, and then he died. Not to mention, it's not a coincidence, and I knew from the moment I saw it. Noose Porist? Come on. There's no way he somehow got the name Noose correct. There's no way. Yeah. It's like, and he also knew way too much about the Flame Reaver too, so, but that's a whole other thing.
Oh, you're interesting.
I just,
That would be really interesting actually if Noose themselves gave them like a psychic blast and just like here's a bunch of information, have fun.
I really want Anaxa and Ratio to meet, because I think it would be funny as hell. They have so much in common.
Would be funny as hell, but also I feel like it would either they would despise each other the moment they lock eyes, or they would wreak absolute terror on everyone around them.
I think they would team up, for sure. I really do. Oh, is this the dance one? Please tell me it is.
No,
No, it's not.
something different. That's animated 2D.
Isn't this
Black
one
Swan
animated?
being a weirdo. No, it's in like it's 2D animated.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Also, yeah, more confirmation. Stell is the main character. I love that.
Good for her.
I know.
Relax. This is just a dreamscape.
Relax, throws her.
A winding labyrinth. With memories, our sole companions. People believe
I'm gonna
that
be
they see the
honest.
present and the
If
future.
Black Swan doesn't get like
They
another
fail to
form that
realize
is
we're all
a
moving
remembrance
towards the past.
version, I will be so
Memories.
I
amazed
feel
and
like she's
confused.
going to be important because she sent us to Amphorius on purpose.
There's
Also,
no
that was the
one
Memory Zone meme. I saw it.
from.
You can't trick me. I saw it. Something unto death was there.
Ahead is visible. Open your eyes and face your fears.
Oh, yeah.
Where else will you find the
Oh, hi,
answers?
Sleepy.
Hi there, buddy.
Be death.
That thing used to be the bane of my existence, and it's so easy for me now that I'm actually good at the game.
Down.
I struggled so bad before I got Jiaoqiu.
But
He
fear
really
not.
was your saving grace.
He really did. He literally carried me through every single problem that I had. Every enemy that I struggled against, Jiaoqiu has been the solution to all of it. For something unto death, it was because he's Dot, and something unto death needed Dot, and I didn't have that. I think my team against something unto death was Treeby, Herda Puppet, Yen Qing, and Huahua. Horrible team. Ice is not good against that thing.
Oof.
I'm making baked pork and rice.
Okay.
So if you want some.
Okay.
And we got one here in corn. And I'm just gonna slice up, but I'm not gonna eat any of it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Something unto death was. I. It's no wonder I struggled against that thing. Holy crap. Did we need to get to a stopping point?
I'd say I have like 20 minutes left because it is already like 1 a.m.
Okay, I kind of figured. Okay, so let's get to. I guess maybe just get to the end of Sparkle.
Yeah,
Oh,
because then that's
actually,
the animated short. That's the New Year one.
yeah, because we could start at the New Year one next time.
Yeah, that'll be
Or we can end with the New Year one this time because the one of the Sparkle ones is only 55 seconds. Whatever one we want to do. Depends on how long we ramble through the Sparkle ones, I guess, and the other Black Swan one.
especially considering one is gonna be monodrama.
Yeah, I know. Monodrama is so good. This is the dancing one, right?
So,
Is it?
okay,
Nope.
never mind.
Never mind.
Are you looking for its owner?
Did I not
Okay,
put
so
the?
they didn't add it. I don't
Oh,
think they
wait a
did.
minute.
Oh, it's not a
Oh, it's
trailer then.
Acheron's.
then.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Acheron's. It's not Black Swans. Thank God. I was about to say, no, we're not doing Boundless Choreo today. That sucks.
What's it?
I was
Sorry.
I was so hoping that it was Black Swans. I didn't realize it was Acheron's. That makes perfect sense, actually. Of course, it's Acheron's trailer. Why wouldn't it be Acheron's? Why would they show Acheron in Black Swan's trailer?
You know what? More incentive for us to
Allow
continue,
me
like,
to
sooner.
divine.
I know.
Using your memories as a medium.
I don't know what this is, but Aventurine's in the background. Hello, sir. I see you. God, she's so pretty. I do wish she had short hair, though. Oh, oh my God, that's so cursed. Oh, this is cool.
I love her, like, popping in and out of things because she's technically...
Yeah, because she's a meme.
Exactly. With this being how
God,
she
she's
travels
so
around,
cool. This is awesome. Also, the different outfits for her. Hello.
Damn. Wait, I recognize that plaster fucking head. Was that Ratio?
Wait, what? Ratio?
A little bit.
Wait, really? I didn't notice. Oh, that's probably not far enough. Wait. That's not far enough.
Like, more.
Before the Elden... Oh no, that was that's an Intellitron.
Oh, whoopsie.
That was definitely just an Intellitron. Cause yeah, that's an Intellitron. That's wearing a dress. That's a woman. Yeah, that's just an Intellitron woman. I was like, wait, what? He also doesn't wear the alabaster head in Penacony at all. Robin, it's Sunday. That painting she was just in it's an actual, like, famous painting. Because there's one of that painting's in Animal Crossing as well. Except it wasn't a swan that was in the painting, in the real one. The real one's an ermine.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Oh my God. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there. Ew. No. Get that thing away from him. Ew. Fuck that crow. Raven? I don't know which one it is. I don't know the difference. I'm gonna assume it's a raven. Acheron.
The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Oh boy. That is so cool looking. Oh. That was Ifrit.
Predestined
Acheron.
paths have already
Yeah, I saw that too, but...
he has arrived.
Robin! Wait.
Oh, that's everyone in that. Oh fuck! So that means that's Aventurine, that's Firefly,
That's Acheron. Oh my God.
and then
The one she
Sparkle on
burned
far
away
left.
was Ifrit. Oh my God. The key
Why did
players.
it burn up?
When she touched it, it burned, but she didn't do it on purpose because she gasped when it happened. It was her sign that a key player in the story just burned away. Holy shit. That's so cool. Also, I love how this doesn't include Sunday. Or the Trailblazers, obviously. But Sunday is a key player in this story, this whole thing that's going down in Penacony. And she would have had no idea. Oh, wow. I think you just cut out again. That was a crazy sound.
So she would have had to like figure out, oh fuck, Sunday is like super important.
Oh,
And
that's so weird that he's not a card here. Oh, wow. That's so cool.
That menacing infernal fire absorbed by the vast, profound sea. And that sea surprisingly dwells on the planet of festivities.
Boy.
she's absolutely gonna come back. She has to.
Oh, here it
Okay, we
is. Here
fucking
it is.
go.
This trailer's just such a vibe.
It is, but it's also utterly whack. It's insane.
There's only one bullet left.
I still don't understand why she's shooting herself, though. I feel like Penacony did not do shit for her. I feel like at the end of Penacony, I came out of that quest feeling like I literally learned nothing about her. I feel like she was so not relevant at all. And I get that that was probably the point because she just kind of shows up, causes a problem, and then makes you forget that she was causing a problem. She was just trying to lay a seed and then walk away, and you forgot about it by the time it actually becomes important. Then it's, oops, I'm about to blow up your fucking ship. Ugh.
Yeah.
But she unfortunately
As
didn't
for
do
me,
shit for me. I don't care about her at all because she was very much not there. But her sass with Aventurine and their interaction was the funniest shit ever. For what little she was there
absolutely
for.
it.
I think it was funny because she's literally number one rage baiter. I thought it was hilarious.
She's just there to cause problems. Like that's
Yeah,
it.
she's just trying to rage bait people. All this for her to be a harmony unit?
Well, it's not like we literally do have elation yet.
No, I know, but all of this for her to like be harmony and not like nihility? Like
That's true. But I guess of course we're having Acheron come soon.
yeah. I'm not complaining about her being harmony. I just think it's the weirdest path to give her. But I'm sure we're gonna get an SP for her for Elation at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
I wish they used the masks more for her, because I think it's super cool, but they don't utilize it enough. But I love the imagery in this trailer. I remember being floored when I saw this blowing up on TikTok for good reason.
Absolutely, for good reason.
Oh, and then they
Jesus.
gave her a companion quest that was complete bullshit. It was so...
Great, so Lucha 2.0.
I mean, it was a little bit better than Lucha. At least she was in it. She was disguised as Sampo most of the time, though. But it was a it was a Black Swan and Sparkle focus, but I feel like it was just a stupid runaround, and I did not like it.
Were you scared just now?
It was just a pain. Maybe that's why they stopped doing companion quests, because the last one they did was that one, and it sucked.
Yeah.
There was like no companion quests for Patagonia except for that one, and it was not good.
Looks like they'll have to up their game whenever they eventually do the ones for Amphorius.
If they ever.
That's
I think
true.
they've now started to just integrate the characters more into the story instead of giving them separate quests, but it makes the quests infinitely longer. Granted, I do like that they're making such a good focus on the characters for the story, because then you can't just shove it behind a companion quest and say it's not important. But ugh. I did see a video recently about somebody um talking about their experience with learning one of their friends was playing Wuthering Waves, and then them being excited about the lore, like, oh, let me sit down and watch, and then them finding out that this friend was just skipping every cutscene. Like, I cannot imagine playing a game like that and skipping everything. That's crazy to me.
It's nuts to me, but oh god, especially a game like Wuthering Waves. Like I get wanting to be like caring more about the gameplay, but if you just care about the gameplay, a lot of the like reason to play to continue playing is just like to
I
get different levels. It takes away so much of like the connection and immersion, and it's
Yeah, why
so
are you playing a
why?
gotcha game for characters if you don't care about the characters and their story? Like, what?
It's
But
like
for
if
Wuthering
just
Waves
wasn't
2, I had
connected to
so
the
much hope for them,
people,
but
it would be
also
amazing.
I don't think I don't think I could ever get into that game just because first of all, the fandom is infuriating. Um, I don't ever want to engage with them ever because if I wanted to try to get involved, especially as an artist, oh my God, that fandom seems like even more infuriating than Genshin's at this point. I can barely handle Genshin's anymore.
Yeah, I mostly don't interact with the fandom like at all.
Yeah, I try not to interact with Genshin at all. I'm in one group on Facebook for Genshin at this point. It's the only one, and it's because it's just an America only group because it's mostly the like the Asia server people that are awful. Um, unfortunately. But I've noticed the Asia ones, like the Asia groups, are usually the ones with the worst takes and the ones that want to skip the lore and everything. Granted, the America server is definitely bad too, but it's not as bad from what I've noticed. I could never play Wuthering Waves just because I feel like I'm watching everything spiral down in a bad way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I want to enjoy it, I do, but I just don't think I can, especially because I'd never be able to engage with the fandom. Oh, that's
It
cursed.
doesn't matter who I am off stage.
Oh, cursed.
All the audience needs to know is that when I'm on stage, I'm just Sparkle.
Oh?
It's you, my beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're smiling too. When I'm angry, you're still smiling. When I'm sad, you keep on smiling. You're like a veil that I can hide under. The one wearing the veil, that's Sparkle.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
It's you, my beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're smiling too. When I'm angry, you're screaming too.
This is giving me deja vu of Nikita's trailer.
You're crying too.
For different reasons, obviously. My brain is going to
Yeah.
the repetition from Nikita's trailer. I know where this is going.
You're like a mirror, showing my reflection. The one in the mirror, that's Sparkle.
Yeah, there we go.
It's you,
990
my
shows.
beloved mask.
Oh my God.
When I'm happy, you're screaming. When I'm angry,
Is this like references to Honkai Impact Sparkle? Like,
when I'm
I
sad,
don't know.
you're smiling.
because I know she originates from Impact.
Like a face
She's
staring
probably the
down.
same person, too. I don't think they've ever directly stated that, but
No, I am Sparkle. So, when I realized life was just a play, I wanted to leave the stage. Because off stage, there's an even bigger stage. What do you say? Who's the real Sparkle?
ooh, all of these images. Oh my God, hey, that's the light cone down there. Look at that. Wait, that's Herta and Peppy.
Cool.
Wait, shut up. That's so funny. I'm trying to see if I can if there's references in these other ones, but I don't recognize them. I love the little witchy one down here though.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cute. Wow. I can't tell what this one is. Hmm. Dang, girl.
Oh, what? Oh.
She's super fascinating. but I feel
Yeah.
like they didn't do very well in the story for her.
The world's just like a big non-stop circus showcasing beasts.
Oh, it's got monodrama soundtrack.
Bears on unicycles, lions leaping through fire hoops, monkeys juggling bowls. Me, I'm happy being a side character in the background, cheering on those who have the limelight. Then at the climax of the performance, bang! Sparkling like fireworks into brilliant colors. You think the leading character would dare do this?
I mean, probably. Aren't the
Because it's
lead characters
Sunday.
supposed to do something extravagant? I mean, I would think so.
I
Wow.
think her whole thing is you think the leading characters would destroy their own story, which fair enough.
I don't know who this is in the Moment of Colors thing. I know it's a collab thing, but I was wondering what the heck that was. It kind of looks like Acheron, but it also doesn't look like Acheron, so I don't know who the hell that is.
I also have no fucking clue.
Unless it's supposed to be a Robin in a disguise, which would make sense too. Do we want to watch the New Year one, or do we want to just start with that one next time?
Let's start with that one next time because then it's something like non-insane. It's not Acheron's trailer. That's
Yeah, I know,
what's
right?
going to be, it's going
I
to be
don't know if
killing
this one is the Boundless Choreo one or if it's this one. I'm assuming it's this one, Rondo
it.
Across Countless Kalpas.
It's that one.
It gotta be, okay. This one obviously is more about her naivety side, so crazy. Wow,
And
that was
all
fun.
of the yeah, God, I've never actually watched any of these, and they're so good.
The only one I've definitely seen other than Sparkle is Bailu, apparently, because I didn't recognize any of the other ones, but I've seen bits and pieces of some of the other ones. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen a little snippet of Boot Hills. I
Oh,
don't
I've
think I've
seen
seen any
quite
of
a
the
lot
other
of Boot
ones.
Hills just because I've seen so many edits.
I also realized I think I only watched two of Faye Shaw's. I don't think I ever watched the Myriad Celestia one. I know I watched Taking It Easy and Nothing to Laugh At, but I don't think I watched this one, so I have no idea what that is. But these are the ones I'm excited for. Both of Jiao Cho's go so hard. I cannot wait for us to get back into this so we can watch those. Oh my god.
It'll be so much fun.
That'll be awesome. We'll probably have to save it for another weekend, I'm guessing, just because of schedules, but
Yeah, probably. So I can't do next Sunday, but I could do next Monday maybe.
is next Monday. Oh, I was gonna say, I guess the 4th is on a Friday, huh? That sucks.
Yes.
Hmm. Mine doesn't have a calendar for some reason. Yeah, I guess we'll have to figure it out. I could do it during a weekday, but it's only if it worked for your time zone. And it probably won't.
We'll figure it out.
Let's see, what time was it for me when we started?
Well,
2:56.
what
Yeah,
time is it? What time is it for you right now?
5:30.
It is currently 1:30 a.m. for me.
Okay, we started at about 3 p.m. I usually do get home a little bit before that from work.
Okay. Then it just depends on like giving you some like rest time.
I don't really need rest time when I get home from work, especially because usually Mom and I carpool, so she usually is the one driving to work.
Oh,
So
fair.
usually I just chill as we're driving home. It's just easier to carpool. We drive 30 minutes to work, so
Oh, yeah.
less gas, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, we can, I don't know, we could probably do that at some point this week if we wanted to. If it works for your schedule, I'm good with it. Otherwise, all I'm doing, if we want to, we should try to do it Tuesday because I can't play Honkai on Tuesday anyways because the update will happen that time.
Oh God. You know what?
Goes down for
Unfortunately, I can't do
maintenance.
Tuesday. Unfortunately, I can't do Tuesday because I have to go to bed early on Tuesday because I have an early morning shift on
Damn.
Wednesday.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll probably just play Animal Crossing that day, let's be honest.